heart, hustle, baseball. The game lives here. This is Pioneer League. Watch on Home Team Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Boise, Idaho for Pioneer League Baseball. My name is Scott Gladstone. So excited to have you along for the ride as today it's a doubleheader of action between your Glacier Range Riders and the home side, the Boise Hawks. This series is tied at 1 game apiece. We will have games 3 and 4 in this series this evening, starting off with a 7-inning game 1 in just a few minutes. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the national anthem for you. We'll be right back.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have, we're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome back. Let's go over the starting lineups real quick. First, for your Range Riders, it's Ashworth, Ratfield, Millen, Vredenberg, Garner, and Hornung, Rover, and Steele in 7 and 8, while Logan Beer rounds out the starting 9. Hornung slotting in for Caps. Giblin's the starting pitcher. On the other side, it's O'Hara, Jackson, Underwood, Ruscio, Neves, Meyer, Quevedo, Sisto, and Pyle in the starting 9 for the Boise Hawks. Jack Cohn is the starting pitcher. We'll talk more about him plenty, but for now, we'll send you to a quick commercial break and be right back with first pitch in game 1 of this doubleheader.
This is Johns Manville, built on experience, guided by people who believe every detail matters. We manufacture commercial roofing systems with purpose, combining performance, protection, and long-term reliability. From the science behind our products to the trust earned on every job, we focus on what lasts and what comes next. Steady leadership, proven performance. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
The Presbyterian attachment of the Marine Corps League, Sarah Bowser, Ricky Brown, Chris Colors, and Anthem.
Boise Baconators tonight as they take on the Glacier Range Riders for game number 3 of this 6-game series and the first game of.
Welcome back in. Glacier Range Riders and the Boise Hawks just about to do battle here at Memorial Stadium. Let's go over the defense for the Boise Hawks today. It's Jacob Sisto behind home plate, while over at third base, it's Pyle. Cavedo is the shortstop. Jackson plays at second base, and Ruscio is the first baseman for this Boise Hawks squad. The outfield from left to right in their defense is Neves, Meyer, and O'Hara. Glacier Range Riders will see the pitching of Jack Cohn here. Starting pitcher Jack Cohn, somebody who has been well accustomed to Pioneer League baseball. A two-way player, and honestly, mostly a batter 2 years ago at Ogden. When the last time I saw him, he hit .344, and then he went and tried to continue his offensive career over in Lincoln, Nebraska. Played 70 games last year for Lincoln, the Salt Dogs, and batted .206, so struggled there, but started to turn more and more to pitching, and this year has a 2-5 record, an 8.75 ERA in 48 1/3 innings pitched. He only has 19 plate appearances as a batter, so really trying to truly convert him to a pitcher. He's been a two-way player pretty much his entire life. His senior year at James Madison, he started 9 games, had 11 total appearances, and had a 6.25 ERA for the Dukes. He also batted .325 for James Madison, did Jack Cohn. Cohn listed at 6 foot 180 pounds, hometown Richmond, Virginia. And again, played at James Madison after transferring there from the College of William and Mary. First pitch will come in here to Kyle Ashworth from Cohn to get us started. We are underway with a called strike. 5:34 p.m., 101 degrees in the Treasure Valley here, Boise, Idaho, Garden City, to be specific. This one tapped foul over to the second base side. Jackson fields and throws for out number 1. Range Riders had a lot of struggling in terms of finding solid contact yesterday. They were up against a pitcher with an ERA around 8, but gave pop fly galore to the Boise defense, who handled most of them. Up comes Donovan Ratfield. First pitch is outside to Rat. Count goes to 1-0. In the zone there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. For Cone, obviously mentioned the ERA. This is his 11th start. Does not have strikeout stuff. Do not expect him to punch a lot of guys out, even with the Range Riders squad. He has 31 walks in 48 1/3 innings, and he has less strikeouts than that at 28 Ks. Finding that punch-out pitch certainly will be a key for him. Three balls and 1 strike into Donnie Rat. It's called a strike. Count goes to 3-2. Three-two pitch. Tapped over towards second. It's a carbon copy of what got Ashworth out, and there is 2 gone. Up comes Jake Millen now into the contest. Millen had a 2 RBI single yesterday. It's part of the 12-6 loss for the Glacier Range Riders. Fouls off the first pitch from Cone, and the count goes to 0-1. The 0-1, 2 outs. This one also towards second. Jackson makes a layout, and it's 4-3 ground outs here in the top of the first inning. The Range Riders go down in order, and we will be right back at 0-0.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Let's look at the defense for the Glacier Range Riders today. Behind the plate, it'll be Donovan Ratfield. Over at third base, Carson Garner. Jacob Steele, the shortstop. Logan Beard at second. Brock Vredenberg is at first. The outfield from left to right is Carson Hornung, Jake Millen, and Kyle Ashworth. Michael O'Hara leads it off. A great game yesterday for Michael O'Hara as Jonah Giblin steps in. Giblin on the bump, a 6.12 ERA, 3 wins, 2 losses. This is his 7th start. First pitch into the zone. Count goes to 0-1. Giblin spent some time on the IL, returned to a couple relief appearances, and now back into the starting rotation, starting to get stretched out. Could go fairly deep into this contest. It's only 7 innings. Good start certainly would help out the Range Riders as Carson Hornung gets some action on a lazy flyout out number 1. One gone. Bottom of the first is Daryl Jackson, the speedy second baseman, steps up. Week 1 pitcher of the week in the Pioneer League, Jonah Giblin. First pitch in. Outside, it is 1-0. 92 miles per hour on the gun from Giblin. The 1-0. This one hit foul. 1-1. Milwaukee, Wisconsin native. Not a ton of fans currently in the ballpark right now, as I'm sure 14 innings of baseball coming up. If you're going to show up here, maybe a little bit later, reprieve yourself from a little bit of the heart of the heat. That is currently sweltering us. There is post-game fireworks here, however, so assuming we'll get some fans later on this Friday night. That one misses downstairs. The count goes to 2-2. Also, they are competing against Banana Ball in town over at Boise State's Stadium. Two non-Savannah Banana teams are competing against each other. As the 2-2 is called, strike 3, and a challenge coming from Jackson. That was a foolish challenge. That was really ill-slighted in this early part of the contest. Over half that ball's in the zone, as Jackson challenged out of impulse rather than IQ. 2 outs. Up steps Ethan Underwood and sees a first pitch ball just low. Count goes to 1-0. The 1-0. Called a strike. With one challenge remaining, that really handcuffs batters the rest of the way. Underwood clearly didn't like that call, but he's not going to challenge it with one challenge left. It was about a ball outside. The 1-1. Sky-high fly down the left field line. Hornung getting under it and crashing into the wall on the mound. What a great play by Carson Hornung to be able to make the catch. We've seen some good defense in inning number 1, and it's 0-0 after 6 up, 6 down. Giblin nods his approval to his teammate Hornung. Welcome back in. Jack Cohn out for his second inning work. Just 10 pitches thrown, as these two squads who played some long games the last couple nights. Very quick first inning thanks to some good defense and finding the strike zone from the pitchers, which have been a problem, partially because the pitchers have struggled themselves, but also because the batters are very patient for both of these squads and will take walks if they're given. 1-0 pitch in. Hammered by Vredenberg. Is it a fair ball? No, just foul. Just out in front of it. Final scores from last night around the league. A lot of contests because of some cancellations on Wednesday. Long Beach beat Ogden 28-11. Then they lost to them 20-3. So, yeah, 31-31 was the final scoring total for the day down in Utah. Billings beat Idaho Falls 8-6, then lost to them 13-3. Great Falls beat Missoula 15-2. Yuba over Oakland 10-5, and Modesto beats the Red Pocket Mobiles. Count goes to 2-1 as that one misses low. Range Riders, of course, falling 12-6 at the hands of the Boise Hawks. This one tapped up the middle. More action coming for Jackson as he has made every single out assist on the day. Jackson playing great defense, and it continues. Ethan Underwood was the second baseman on Tuesday's game, and he struggled defensively. Made a hat trick of errors rather than a hat trick of out. As we saw in the first inning, Jackson got all three. In that Tuesday night game, it was nothing could go right for Jackson. Carson Garner steps up. He sees the ball. Count goes to 1-0. Final day of July here, the Range Riders this month. 10 and 15. Ball outside. All time in the month of July, Range Riders are 56 and 77. They've struggled this month. The only time they've had a winning record in the month of July was the 2023 season when Glacier went 16-10. That was in part because of the longest winning streak in franchise history. This ball hit out to deep center field. Carson Garner has a long ball. Goodbye, baseball. Carson Garner. A solo blast to center field. That one offered dead center and taken dead out at 105 off the bat. 428 feet by Carson Garner. Range Riders lead 1-0 off a Garner home run. That is his 9th of the season. That one had some giddy up to it to center field. Meyer went back, but no chance to get it. That one hit hard up the middle. Base knocked by Carson Hornung. Trying to go back to the strike zone and recover from that, but it did not work as that one exited at 110 off the bat of Carson Hornung. So the Carsons go back to back with hard hit balls. Up steps Tommy Rover now with Hornung on first. 2 straight hits for the Range Riders after the first 4 went down in order. That one's called a strike, about a ball off the zone. Rover's asking questions about it. That's going to be given, apparently. Same thing was called a strike against Boise. That one a little bit further outside, but really not that much. Kind of surprised it was also not given a strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, or 1 out. Inside, 2-1 for Tommy Rover. Range Rider designated hitter today. An early home run from Carson Garner pushes the Range Riders in front 1-0. That's the difference right now. This one tapped over to first base. It's fumbled. The pickup, and there was still possibly a play at first base with the second baseman Darrell Jackson covering, but it will likely be a Riccio error. E3 to reach the runner and put first and second with 1 out for Jacob Steele. Range Riders all time on Fridays have 33 wins, 41 losses. They've never had a winning record in a single season on Fridays. Glacier 6-9 year one, 8-8 year 2, 9-9 if you include the playoffs in year 3. And last year, 6-10 on Fridays. This year, Range Riders are 4-5 on one of everybody's favorite days of the week. And if they win both games today, they have a winning record, at least for now, on Fridays. First pitch into Jacob Steele is a called strike, and the count goes to 0-1. This one sky high to right field, looking up at it, getting to the track, leaping, it's off the wall. Hornung will get all the way home on what will be a stand-up double. If there was 2 outs, 2 certainly would have scored from that one. It's a big hit from Jacob Steele to make it 2-0 Range Riders. Hornung goes home from second. Steele into second, and Rover, all he can go is first to third. Best case situation for the Range Riders, certainly, it feels like, because if it would have been caught, you have to keep those guys close enough to their bags. But if you get a little too aggressive, you can get a weird traffic jam going on. So the way the bat's being swung right now, you'll take a pass off to the Range Rider number 9 batter and Logan Beard as a conversation's happening between Conan Sisto, pitcher and catcher. It's 2-0 Range Riders, top of the second inning with 1 out. Range Riders all-time in doubleheaders are 6-10. That has to be an even number, obviously, as the Range Riders went 0-2 in a doubleheader in Billings just a few weeks ago on the road. Range Riders have rarely played 2 games in one day at home. It's only happened 1 time. That was in season 2. 1 out pitch. This one hit on the ground towards second base. Jackson will absorb it and throw to first for out number 2. It's a productive ground out, an RBI for Logan Beard. Range Riders are giving Darryl Jackson plenty of work over there. Another 4-3 ground out. Again, Rover scores. It's 3-0 Glacier. Kyle Ashworth comes up with an RBI opportunity. Runner on third. First pitch low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the second inning. Runner on third. Powered to right field. It looked pretty good off the bat, but then it just stopped and hung up there a little bit too long. Range Riders do strand a run at third, but it's 3 across, thanks in part to a Garner solo home run, as well as a steal double and a Logan Beard RBI ground out. 3-0 Glacier. We head to the bottom of the second. Welcome back in here. Jonah Giblin back to work in the bottom of the second inning. Glacier Range Riders up 3-0 after a 3-spot put up in the top of the second inning. Again, 7-inning game between these two sides. Just as a reminder, 10 pitches in inning number 1 from Jonah Giblin. And it went 1-2-3. That's exactly what happened, however, for the starting pitcher Cone for Boise. And obviously did not end up working out for him in the second. So Giblin got to just stay right back at it as the first pitch to Ruscio misses. Count goes to 1-0. In the zone to Ruscio. Count goes to 1-1. Ruscio, great bat for this Boise Hog squad, batting .440. Boca Raton, Florida native. Call the ball. That one makes the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Bottom of the second inning. 2-1 pitch. In the zone, it's 2-2. Range Riders obviously get that home run. In the first inning, they were held without a home run in the last frame, or in the last game, as that is called. Strike 3, and it is in the zone. Ruscio's more than happy to challenge it, or more than welcome to, I should say. That entire ball was in the zone, and any disagreement that he had is quite foolish to put up a protest. It's a great pitch by Giblin. And another punch out looking for the Range Rider right-hander. First pitch into Avery Neves, misses downstairs. The count goes to 1-0 on Neves. One out, 1 out. Outside to Neves. 2 balls and no strikes. Obviously, when the Range Riders hit a home run, they are much more likely to win contests. No home run yesterday for Glacier, already a home run today. They're 24-14 this season when totaling a long ball, and 9-15 when they don't get one over the fence. They have a winning record in both scenarios when the opponent hits a home run or not. So that is not necessarily an indicator, as the 3-0 pitch is taken over the heart of the plate. The bigger indicator is whether they hit a home run or not. Glacier. When their opponent hits it, they're 21-18. When their opponent doesn't, they're 12-10. So they have slightly over 500 in each. This one, weak pop-up. Jacob Steele calls a fair catch on it, shields his eyes, and makes the grab for out number 2. 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Obviously, 3 different home runs last night for Boise. O'Hara, Ruscio, and Sisto all blasting long balls as up steps Logan Meyer. The Billings native sees a first pitch ball. The count goes to 1-0. Range Riders all time, when they do not allow a home run from the opposition, are 92-58. That's a good clip overall. In the zone, 1-1. Fouled off. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2, 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Range Riders lead 3-0. Logan Meyer at the plate to see the 1-2 pitch in. This one hit, awkward spot, and just leaks through on the left side. Certainly wasn't a blast of a hit. Just 82 miles per hour off the bat, but it's good enough for a base knock. One more fun fact, depending on how fun you actually think it is to look at from last night, is it was the Range Riders' 15th loss by over 5 runs this season. The Range Riders also have 16 wins by over 5 runs this season. So they've won more blowouts than they've lost, but they've been a part of 31 games total that have been decided by 5 runs or more, which is a staggering number compared to last year when the Range Riders only had 19. Again, that's 31 games already that have been decided by 5 runs or more this year compared to 19 last year. Certainly, I have learned how to, entertain myself, talk to myself through games that are not necessarily as competitive as last year, but probably also saved a few years on my life due to that compared to the very nail-biting nature of last season. This season so far has been a little bit better to me. We've had 12 games decided by 1 run this year compared to 37 in total last season. 9 games decided by 2 runs and 11 last season, 9 this year. Foul scrape by Roy Cavedo, who's up at the plate right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here, bottom of the 2nd inning. Range Riders with a 3-0 lead on Boise. A 2-out single by Meyer breaks up a 5-up, 5-down start from Jonah Giblin. The 1-2, 2-out pitch, bottom of the 2nd inning. Runners going, throw to second, and Meyer is out by a mile. Ratfield throws out the runner, and we head to the 3rd. It's Range Riders 3, Boise nothing.
In 1858, one man's ingenuity sparked a legacy. When Henry Ward Johns set out to rethink roofing, he built something that would last. That spirit carried forward in 1901, when Johns joined forces with Charles Manville, creating Johns Manville. For more than 160 years, through challenge and change, innovation and resilience have defined who we are. Today, backed by Berkshire Hathaway, Johns Manville is trusted in the commercial roofing industry, with systems built to perform.
Welcome back in. Jack Cohn out there for another inning of work, and it's Donovan Ratfield to lead it off. Just 28 pitches thrown by Cohn. He certainly can gobble up innings, but he has struggled, this Boise Hawks starter. And I believe only 1 of the runs came in as earned against him. Let me double check the numbers I have. Yeah, just 1 earned run against him today. Count goes to 0-1. On Donnie Rat. Up and away. 1 ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. Donovan Ratfield, first time up. Like everybody else in the first inning, grounded out to second base. The 1-2, no out pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Believe we're the only team that is starting early today. And that looks to be exactly the case. As that one is called strike 3. Good call by our home plate umpire. Just glanced the outside corner of the zone. Range Riders got to protect against Cone. That's his only way he's going to get strikeouts, because he just doesn't have the swing and miss stuff that you're going to see from other pitchers in this league. First pitch into Jake Millen is a ball downstairs. Count goes to 1-0. That strikeout was the first strikeout of the season. No, of the game for Cone. Not the season. Called strike on the outside corner to Jake Millen. Range Riders would love to get back on track with a win today. At least one, maybe two. It's part of this doubleheader. Swing and a foul tip. Count goes to 1-2 on Jake Millen. One ball, two strike pitch, scraped foul. Count stays 1-2. Range Riders 3-0 lead here, top of the third inning. One out, bases empty for Millen as he gets a piece of that one and flares it up and away foul. Like I mentioned, there's banana ball happening over at Albertson Stadium where Boise State plays tonight, and that game not too far away from starting. The gates are open over there. Interesting to see how that affects simultaneous baseball happening in Boise, which does not happen a lot. Not at the professional level, at least. There's, of course, other levels below pro on all sides to check out, as Russillo fields that one on the backhand and flips it over to first base for a 3-1 put out. It's the Party Animals versus the Texas Tailgaters. That is the matchup happening. One bummer is that, of course, the Range Riders do have a player in banana ball, former player, as this one hit foul. Eli Payton, who was with the Range Riders for the second half of last year. He's now a member of the Indianapolis Clowns in banana ball. They're playing on the blue. 0-1 pitch. Downstairs. Heck, if they got the field set up over on the blue, we should have played one of our 6-game series games over there too. Just see how a regular baseball game would have worked out with those dimensions. Left field would have their work cut out for them. This one hit foul and hard by Vredenberg. Vredenberg grounded out up the middle. His first time up. That one was off for dead center at 89 miles per hour from Cone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the third inning. Outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Pitch in from Cone to Vredenberg. Hit over towards first. That one's juggled by Russillo and then flipped underhand. It's another 3-1 ground out. A lot of carbon copy outs today between these two sides. It's 3 up, 3 down for Cone, and we head to the bottom of the third, 3-0 Glacier. Welcome back. It is the bottom of the third inning. Glacier Range Riders currently with a 3-0 lead in this 7-inning clash between the two sides. First pitch into Roy Quevedo is a swing and a miss. First swing and a miss versus a Giblin pitch today. 0-1 goes the count. Quevedo was up at the plate when the caught stealing happened to end the last inning. Foul scrape. Count goes to 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Roy Quevedo strikes out on 3 pitches. Jake Sisto stepping up a home run yesterday for Sisto. Has a couple other hits versus the Range Riders. That one offered up and in on Quevedo, 92 miles per hour on the fastball. First pitch is a strike in the zone to Jake Sisto. Also in the zone, it's 0-2. The 0-2 upstairs. 5/9 of the way to an immaculate inning. And that's where it stops. Range Riders have never had an immaculate inning in history. And I know when it finally happens, I won't be paying enough attention to actually call it out when it does. But that time I was locked in as it's fouled off. Count stays 1-2. But as soon as I actually start thinking like, hey, we could get there, then it immediately gets broken. That's exactly what just happened as Sisto watched it go upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the third inning. Fouled off. The 1-2, 1 out pitch, bottom of the third inning. Hit on the ground, up the middle. Logan Beard has the play. He sets his feet, throws off balance, and it's perfect on the pass to Vradenberg. John Pyle now stepping in. Pyle with just 1 hit against the Range Riders this season, as it's training day, I believe, for the Bat Dog, and he's struggling right now. Oh, no, he found the bat. Blitz, the Bat Dog, who was here for the past couple years. I know we've seen him before when we played here. Retired a week or so ago. And with the retirement, he has made way for a new potential Bat Dog who is getting his training in today, and that was a little bit of a struggle for him to find where that bat was. I think it was moved. I don't think they realized that the Bat Dog was coming out. 1-1. Call the ball. Oof, that's a tough one because that one did just scrape the top of the zone. That was great placement from Jonah Giblin. Just couldn't get the call. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2. Two-two, 2-out pitch, bottom of the third inning. Giblin into Pyle. The pitch coming home. Popped it up. Will it stay in play? Nope. It's a foul out of play against Giblin. 2-2 again. Hit on the ground, up the middle for a base knock from John Pyle. He's heading to second, and that was, I don't know what that was. That was maybe a misplay in center field by Millen, or maybe just a lack of urgency from the range rider outfield. As you take a look back at it, you see that baby go out into center field. And yeah, he could just completely misplayed that one. That one should go down as an E8 to reach Pyle to second. As Millen just checked out for a moment. And the first pitch into O'Hara is a called ball downstairs. 2 out. Single allowed. There's the 1-0. Count goes to 2-0. Two-out pitch. Upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. O'Hara more than content to just sit on it if you're not going to pitch him strikes. The 3-0 coming in. Called a strike. Yikes. O'Hara should have challenged that one. That one was a bad call, but the challenge by Jackson in the first inning, handcuffing these Boise Hawks in this one. Only got 7 innings. Like, I get it. You can use challenge a little bit quicker, but yikes. That's a swing and a miss. And the count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. The payoff. Upstairs, ball 4. That ball was closer to being a strike. That's a tough situation. It'll be the difficulty about that one right there is it is the home plate umpire's call on the 3-0 that threw Ratfield off tremendously, because that ball was closer to the strike zone than the 3-0 pitch was. And as Jackson swings and misses, it goes to 0-1. It's just, Ratfield said, okay, well, if you call that 3-0 a strike and nobody challenged it, like, then it probably was a strike. Now both sides down to 1 challenge remaining as this one misses outside. A little bit of a 2-out rally possibly sparked here by this Boise Hawks squad if Giblin can weather the storm and be able to get out of his first real jam of the day. 3-0 Range Riders right now, the 1-1 2-out pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. One-two, 2-out pitch. Swung on to left field. Hornung backing up and on the trot makes the grab for out number 3. 2 aboard for the Hawks, but nothing further. We head to the 4th inning of play. It's 3-0 Glacier.
Thinking about where to host your next office event? Book the indoor event space at Glacier Bank Park. With a capacity up to 145 people, our indoor event space is a flexible, year-round venue ideal for accommodating receptions, conferences, and holiday parties. The spacious layout boasts impressive stadium and mountain views, providing the perfect setting for guests to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
innovation has always been at the core of Johns Manville. From advanced testing labs to real-world job sites, we rethink what roofing can deliver. Through science, precision engineering, and decades of real-world experience, we engineer commercial roofing systems that deliver lasting performance. At Johns Manville, innovation means listening, learning, and building solutions that meet today's needs while preparing for what's next. This is progress with purpose.
Welcome back in. Carson Garner leads us off 1-for-1 with a 425-foot home run. Carson stepping into the right-handed batter's box. He saw Cone very well. Cone, only 45 pitches thrown. That's an average of 15 per inning. He's had 2 3-up, 3-down frames, but then obviously the second inning where 3 were totaled by Glacier. First pitch up and in, but called a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Top of the 4th inning, which means we're just about at the halfway point of this contest. 7-inning clash, followed by another 7-inning game. The 0-1. And nope. That one also called a strike, despite not hitting the zone. It's 0-2 as Garner's been treated poorly by our home plate umpire this at-bat. 0-2 pitch. Takes the ball in the dirt to avoid getting that called strike 3. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the day for Cone as he gets the better of Garner, their second matchup. Up steps Carson Hornung, who had a 110-mile-per-hour single up the middle his first time up. One out, top of the 4th inning, excuse me. First pitch inside, and the count goes to 1-0. All-time Range Riders are 13-16 against Boise. As this one hit hard, oh my goodness. That one took a brutal hop, as that looked like an easy playable ball for Jackson. But it went 102 off the bat and then popped sky high in the air off the lip of the grass. That is brutal. It's a hard hit ground ball. Again, it's 100+ off the bat from Hornung. But oh, Nelly, man, does that stink if you're Cone, because you at least made it playable and then it became not playable. Ball in the dirt. Hornung stays put. Count goes to 1-0. Tommy Rover is 0-for-1. He reached on an error and later scored. Steele got him to third, and then he got across home on the RBI ground out from Logan Beard. 1-0, 1 out. Called a strike. That ball is a long way outside. We are getting a big strike zone here. This is disastrous from our home plate umpire. Oh my goodness. Both sides challenged wrong pitches, man, and there could be a lot of ABS challenges if not for that. Hornung dives back in safely. Oh my goodness. The thing is, I get height so much more than I get when somebody misses the plate. There's literally, it's right there, the visual cue. That one far outside. Get that one callable. Both pitchers should be taking notes, however. Throw it near the strike zone, and you'll likely get that strike call. And with the other team only having one challenge, they probably won't challenge it. And maybe, just maybe, you actually touch the out of the zone of the strike zone, and you get a challenge, and you burn them for the other squad. There's a foul scrape. Count goes to 2-2 for Tommy Rover. Hornung over on first base, former South Carolina Gamecock, then Jacksonville State Gamecock at the plate. It is Tommy Rover. downstairs. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two, 1-out pitch. Ball up and away. And Rover works a 1-out walk. Up steps Jacob Steele, 1 for 1. He stepped up with runners on first and second and 1 out and put it off the wall. The manager, it looks like Sean Persky, will come out to have a conversation with his pitcher. Persky taking long strides on the walk. John Chalupa's the pitching coach, but the position player, former position player, in Sean Persky will have a conversation with his pitcher, covering his mouth as they discuss strategy. Jacob Steele waiting on deck. Steele again 1 for 1 with a double as they're trying to discuss how to approach this batter in play. And Jacob Steele, who had a 3-run blast on Tuesday's game and a double that nearly got out of here earlier in this contest in that big top of the second for Glacier. Game 1 of 2 7-inning clashes at Memorial Stadium, Boise, Idaho. Range Riders lead 3-0, trying to give some insurance to Jonah Giblin, who so far has been such a rock on the mound. 1 out, top of the 4th. Runners on first and second. Hit hard over to third. The throw gets away. And I think that one might have caught Hornung over there. Ouch. Let's take a look back at this one. Rifled over there, and you can't necessarily see where that hit Hornung, but you can see he is clearly recovering from taking that one somewhere. That was 102 off the bat, but right at Pyle. If it gets by him, it's at least scoring 1. Instead, it's just a line out. 2 gone, top of the 4th. Up steps Logan Beard. Sends it sky high. Backpedaling is the shortstop, and making the grab is Quevedo for out number 3. Range Riders get 2 aboard with 1 out, nothing to show for it. Still 3-0 Glacier headed to the bottom of the 4th.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome back in here. Jonah Giblin still on the bump for the Glacier Range Riders. He'll see 3, 4, and 5 in this half inning in the form of Underwood, Rosillo, and Neves. First pitch into Underwood is a called strike. 54 pitches thrown now by Jonah Giblin. 53 in those first 3 innings of work. Cone is in much better shape even than that, which is not bad for Giblin. Obviously the runs are the biggest struggle, as Giblin will just take this one all the way to first himself. It's a 1 unassisted for Jonah Giblin as the bat dog, flying in there. The umpire almost got taken out by the bat dog there. I'm going to be honest. That could have been dangerous. It's a 1 unassisted in your scorebook, swing and a miss by Russillo. This one out to center field. Millen doesn't have to move far to see it into his glove, and it's out number 2. Up steps Avery Neves, 0 for 1 with a pop out to short. Got to find out what the name of the new bat dog is. The bat dog in training. First pitch misses to Neves. Ball as well. It's 2-0. This one hit over to third, and it's muffed by Carson Garner. Looks like it'll be another error. As the E5 on Garner, who could not handle that one cleanly. Range Riders opening the door for possible danger here. Anything this inning will go down as unearned, as that is a play that should have been made. This is Betty the Bat Dog. That's who's training right now. Betty the Bat Dog. Count goes to 0-1 on Logan Myers, 1 for 1 with a single into left. I knew it was somewhere. I knew I could find it. Lock in for Betty. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. I remember 2 years ago when David Hovey and I took the Traveling Magical Show on the road for the final game of the first half, right after the Range Riders had clinched. We we went over and watched the game for an inning right next to where Betty the Bat Dog, or actually Blitz, the old Bat Dog who just retired, was coming in and grabbing the bat. Betty, pretty solid. There's been a couple moments, but overall for a trainee, doing pretty solid on Bat Dog duty. 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 out pitch, bottom of the 4th inning. Giblin over to third, a chance for Garner to redeem himself, and he'll go short to Logan Beard at second base for out number 3. It's a fielder's choice to send us to the 5th in this 7-inning game. The Range Riders currently lead 3-0.
Need a space that offers both a place to dine and an area to mingle in style? Book the Hideaway and Corner Suite at Glacier Bank Park. You and up to 50 guests will enjoy full catering services in the Hideaway, and incredible mountain views and comfortable furnishings in the luxury Corner Suite. This versatile combination offers a space to dine and a place to relax, creating the perfect arrangement for guests looking to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
Welcome back. It is the top of the 5th inning. The Glacier Range Riders leading the Boise Hawks 3-0 in game 1 of a doubleheader day. And even though it's game 1, we will obviously still have trivia. There's a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. I do not know the answer to this trivia question as Kyle Ashworth snaps up. He's 0 for 2, a rare 0 for 2 start for Kyle Ashworth. That one downstairs. Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Before we go to trivia, I'm going to check something. Clearly a long on-base streak for Kyle Ashworth. There has to be, as it will not continue. At this point, he goes to 0 for 3. Okay, I'll wait till the next time he's up. Hopefully he'll get another crack at it, as it is not guaranteed for him, but very likely as the 6-3 putout happens. On base streak definitely on the line here for Kyle Ashworth. I'll just continue checking it before we go to trivia. Donovan Ratfield, he's 0 for 2 today. He steps up. Sees the first pitch. And misses the zone. 1-0. That one inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Three balls and no strikes now to Donnie Rat. Called strike. It's 3-1. Game on base streak for Ashworth right now. The last time he did not reach base was July 10th. Thought it was going to be longer than that. That July 10th game, he still had 2 RBIs. Is this one flared foul? Counts full now for Ratfield. All right, let's get to it now. This is an NHL-related question, as I'm trying to think of something cold, as it is hot here. Triple digits, 102 right now in Boise, Idaho. What city do the NHL fans throw catfish onto the ice during playoff games? Ball 4 and a walk issued to Ratfield with 1 out here in the top of the 5th, 3-0 Range Riders. Donovan Ratfield over there on first base. This might be a good spot here for a pinch run, because essentially this is equivalent of the top of the 7th inning. I would put Drew Collins over there on first with 1 out as Jake Millen steps in. So far not being acted upon, but we'll see if that changes, especially if Rat gets into scoring position somehow. This one fouled off. The count goes to 0-1 on Jake Millen, who's over 2 with 2 ground outs over to the right side of the infield. All right, fans in this city hurl catfish onto the ice during the playoffs. What NHL franchise does that? I've definitely heard this story before, but it's not ringing a bell. Obviously, it's a tradition inspired by Detroit, because I believe Detroit hurls octopus onto the ice. I already have the first guess in. It's from one of our production staff members at home, Janelle. And she's more of an NHL fan than I am, so I'm just going to assume that she's correct in saying the catfish is hurled by Nashville, the Predators. And she is correct. It is Nashville. It's, the southern answer to the octopus toss. Outside again, as apparently they think Ratfield is trying to steal, which would be a shocker. However, if you do throw objects onto the ice, that can result in an ejection. So I'm not endorsing that, but I'm just saying that that's traditionally what happens. Ball downstairs. All right, this one's a little bit easier for NFL fans as we move the trivia to the football side of things. Where is the NFL Combine? Where is the NFL Combine? Every year, same place. 3-2 pitch coming into Jake Millen. Not the same as the Pioneer League tryout camps, which constantly move around. Florida, Arizona, I believe it's been in northern Colorado, Ogden, Utah. The midseason tryout was in Marysville, California, Yuba Sutter's home. This one's in the same spot. 3 balls, 2 strike pitch. Scraped a foul, does Millen. The correct answer is Indianapolis, of course. It's been staged in Indianapolis since 1987. Lucas Oil Stadium since 2009, obviously, home of the Colts. 3-2 pitch in again. This one to center field. Cone, no, scratch that. Meyer backing up and making the grab for out number 2. 2 gone, top of the 5th inning. And up steps Brock Vradenberg. Vradenberg held to 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to the right side of the infield. All right, what about this question? Where did an arena open in 2024 with a 51-row fan section, which is inspired by European soccer stadiums? If you don't know, there's a swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1, 2 outs, top of the 5th, 3-0 Range Riders. Ratfield on first. In a lot of soccer stadiums, they have the standing-only hardcore fan supporter section. There's an arena that installed that as well, and it's this brand new state-of-the-art arena, crazy cool. I think I know what they're talking about, but again, I don't have the answers on me as this one misses low and away. Count goes to 2-1 on Brock. It is a basketball team. If I'm right, which I haven't tested to see if I am, but if I'm right, I believe it is an NBA team. 2 balls, 1 strike. This one flared up. Shallow left center field. Cavedo backing up and making the grab on the run. The answer for that one would be, of course, Los Angeles, California. Maybe not, of course. The LA Clippers new stadium, the Intuit Dome, technically in Inglewood, California. Range Riders get Ratfield to first. Can't do anything with him. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-0 Glacier.
At Johns Manville, it's always been about people, the people who design the systems, the people who build them, and the people who depend on them to perform every day. That's why we approach commercial roofing with care, collaboration, and respect for what's at stake. Because every roof protects more than a building. It protects people, livelihoods, and peace of mind. That's the responsibility we stand behind. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Jonah Giblin now for another inning of work. It's the bottom of the 5th inning here at Memorial Stadium. Roy Quevedo leads off this bottom of the 5th. First pitch in the zone, a called strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Giblin on 65 pitches right now after that opening pitch to the frame. Foul scrape, count goes to 0-2. So far, nothing across. Body's standing in the bullpen, but Giblin so far being given this inning. I'm sure if things get hairy, then action could be made. One, two, up and away. Count goes to 2-2. Might have been a stretch for Bradfield to even try and frame that and get the call, but you know, some of those calls have been going. That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one fouled off by Quevedo. You don't want to walk the shortstop, who's struggling right now below the Mendoza line, to lead off the inning. And another foul ball. Three-two, no out pitch into Quevedo. Called, strike 3, Quevedo turned down on strikes. Giblin with the punch out for Jonah Giblin. That's his 4th punchy of the day. Cone on the other side has 2. Up steps Jake Sisto. He's 0 for 1. He has a ground out up the middle. There is warm-ups going on in the pen. I think that's Jacob Hasty down there. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. That was questionable swing for Sisto to try and even take the bat off the shoulder of that one. It was staying up and never coming down. 92-mile-per-hour fastball that I think he thought was dropping. That one spots into the zone. Beautiful pitch to pair with that upstairs fastball that he got the swing and a miss on. Because then you're thinking, okay, now he's going to try and bend one away from me. Instead, he places it perfectly on the lower outside corner. That one just outside. That call has been called a strike. That specific pitch. But there it gets called ball 1. 0-2, you're probably not getting that call. The 1-2. Hit on the ground towards second. Logan Beard preparing for the dirt to do just about anything. And it is out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch in the zone on John Pyle. Pyle is 1 for 1 with a single up the middle. He was left stranded at second after he got there due to the error in center field by Jake Millen. The 0-1. Pops this one up. Beard has more work near second base. And the catch is made. That one hung in the air for 6 seconds and went 150 feet high. Easy work for the veteran in Logan Beard. We head to the 6th inning of play. Range Riders lead 3-0.
Range Riders fans, Glacier Bank Park offers a variety of suites to accommodate groups of all sizes, from small gatherings to parties of up to 65 people. The balcony views and exclusive services create a premium experience for celebrations, reunions, and outings of all kinds. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of your private space, breathtaking Montana scenery, and high-level action on the field, while our dedicated hospitality team creates an unforgettable experience for you and your family, friends, or business associates.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back. Top of the sixth inning. Glacier Range Riders lead the Boise Hawks by a score of 3-0. Just 6 total hits today. 4 by Glacier, 2 by Boise. This is a 7-inning game, so there's not a lot of time for the Hawks to be able to come back. Range Riders need 6 more outs, and they can get victory in game 1 of this twin bill. As Garner pops it up over near first base. Last minute adjustment by Jackson, who ends up making the grab. Jackson has had a lot of work today. The Range Riders right now not giving much pressure at all to Jack Cohn, who is out there with an ERA between 8 and 9 coming into the game, but has, other than the 3rd inning where his defense made a mistake, Ruscio mainly over at first, has really had success against Glacier, getting weak contact after weak contact, 2 punch outs as well. There's a called strike. And Hornung, who has connected twice to the tune of 100+ miles per hour. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, exciting week for Marvel fans. New Spider-Man movie out last night. A couple members of the press box here at Boise went to the Spider-Man movie last night after the game. The late night openings there. And the report is that the movie theater was absolutely packed. Over the plate, 2-2. Assistant coach Jackson Murphy and myself on the off day when games were officially called, we went and saw The Odyssey. Nice way to get out of the smoke. As this is hit up the middle, and another base knock by Carson Hornung, who is now 3 for 3 today. That one only hit 77 off his bat, but it's a base hit nonetheless by the Glacier Range Rider left fielder. Tommy Rover stepping up, 0 for 1. Does have a walk and reached on an error, so he's got on base both times. And Jack Cohn will exit the contest here. One out, top of the sixth. New runner coming in for Carson Hornung over there. That is Drew Collins, the new runner for the Glacier Range Riders. He will pinch run in place of Carson Hornung. Obviously, new pitcher as well. No. It will be Jack Cohn still out there, actually. They'll leave him in to face off against Tommy Rover. Top of the 6th, 1 out. First pitch spots the lower outside corner. Pitchers have been getting the calls all night. It continues on that one. 0-1, 1 out, top of the 6th. Drew Collins, speedy over there at first base. How long before he decides to maybe take the bag as Collins slides back in safely. Collins, nearly 20 steals on the season for him. One of the fastest range riders, probably the fastest range rider on this roster now with the departure of Alex Fernandez. It was him and Fernandez that were both very close to that mark. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nearing 7 o'clock, which would be first pitch time for a regular 9-inning contest. The 1-1, 1 out pitch into Rover. Pickoff again over at first there, and they got him on the pickoff. Look over there, and yeah, he was going on first movement. Collins picked off, and there is 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs into Rover. And once again, a ball off the plate being given as a strike. Count goes to 1-2. The 1-2, 2-out pitch. Skips in, 2-2. Two, pitching. Fought off. 2 outs, bases empty feels a lot different than 1 out with your fastest guy on first. If there's any moment for momentum, that might be it. For the Boise Hawks, who need to get something going on offense, and we'll see if Giblin exits. As this one into shallow infield, bare hand play and the throw to first. Darrell Jackson with the bare hand throw over there, 4-3. Another put out as Cohn continues having his way with the range riders other than that top of the 2nd inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-0 Glacier.
Range Riders fans, Glacier Bank Park offers a variety of suites to accommodate groups of all sizes, from small gatherings to parties of up to 65 people. The balcony views and exclusive services create a premium experience for celebrations, reunions, and outings of all kinds. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of your private space, breathtaking Montana scenery, and high-level action on the field, while our dedicated hospitality team creates an unforgettable experience for you and your family, friends, or business associates.
Numbness and tingling in the hand can make you lose your grip. Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer patient-specific care to help you regain control. Here's to getting a grip on life.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
New pitcher on the bump for the Glacier Range Riders. Davis Pratt takes over, and he'll see the top of the lineup in O'Hara, followed by Jackson and Underwood. 3-0 Range Rider lead here. Bottom of the 6th inning. They need 6 outs to emerge victorious and take a 2-1 series lead. First pitch with some mustard on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-1. That 192 in there from Davis Pratt. The 0-1 pitch. This one over to second base and down for a leadoff hit. Got to think the Range Riders offense, just putting it in park, has given enough confidence for this Boise offense to say, okay, if we can just start to figure it out just a little bit, we're still a couple swings away. And now with Giblin exiting the contest, who has held this Hawks team pretty much completely at bay, you really have the door open. O'Hara over at first now with Wheels, and he's running on the first pitch. This one headed out towards center field. And O'Hara had to stay at second. He could have easily got to first, or got to third. And just like that, danger is afoot as Ethan Underwood steps up. Ratfield wants a conversation with Pratt, as Pratt left that one above the zone, and Jackson just sent it out at 91 miles per hour for a hit. Underwood stepping up 0 for 2. He has a fly out and a ground out back to the pitcher. Tying run here. Range Riders, who could not do anything against Cone other than that second inning where they were aided by an error. They really got one run against him. Now have completely left themselves exposed to a Boise comeback should the Hawks take advantage. We'll see if this Hawks squad gives a free out to the Range Riders and maybe drops down a bunt. They like dropping down the bunt, and honestly, if I'm a Range Rider fan, I'm maybe taking that right here strategically. They will square to bunt as he'll miss it, and the count goes to 0-1. With 6 outs remaining, listen, I know that you have a certain way of playing if you're Sean Persky. I'm not giving the free out. The 0-1 pitch. Again, squaring a bunt before the pitcher even starts. This one dropped down. Back to Pratt. The throw will be made to first, and it is on the bag for out number 1. Persky coming over immediately to ask about it, and let's take a look at the replay when we get a chance here. Persky's asking about it. Great job by Logan Beard, man. Here's the thing. That throw could have been made to second easily. Could not see for sure on that replay whether that was an out or not. Persky's trying to argue, and I think it's really just an argument that is based off the fact that if I were him, I'd be very much second-guessing the bunt call there. Like, I do not agree with giving, and I know this is the brand that Boise plays. I'll tell you what, they dropped down a ton of sacrifice hits, nearly 30 of them on the season. They're holding it up as an out, as it's a 1-4 put out, but it just seems stupendous to me to give a free out, whether it's the right call or not, to open the door for that when the first 2 guys got pretty clean base hits off Pratt. Now Ryan Ruscio steps up, and obviously now you got 2 in scoring position, but 2 doesn't tie this game. You need 3 as there's a swing and a miss ball in the dirt blocked well by Ratfield. Count goes to 0-1. This is Pratt, a strikeout specialist. Range Riders given a gift on that sacrifice bunt, however you frame it. Still got to deal with the guys in front, though. The 0-1 one-out pitch. Slots in the top of the zone. 0-2 goes the count. That's a great pitch. 0-2. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Can Pratt help himself out big time to get strike 3? It is called a ball. Just low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside. 2-2. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Runners on second and third. Two, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Pitch into Ruscio. That one's called a ball. Oh, Nelly, that pitch has gone 10 times out of 10, it feels like, for strike 3. And yes, it would have been challenged. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch coming in. Pratt into Ruscio. Did he go? Oh, he says he didn't. Oh, my goodness, I think he did. That's a tough call to go against Pratt, as Ruscio earns the walk, and the bases are now stuffed for Avery Neves. 3-0 scoreline. But with 1 out, the go-ahead run comes to the plate in Avery Neves, and Will Oman, the pitching coach for the Range Riders, comes out to have a conversation with his pitcher, Davis Pratt. Warm-ups going on in the pen right now for Glacier. I believe it's a right-hander, Alex Bustamante, getting warm over there. Is this a time-buying maneuver to just buy a couple ticks for Bustamante to maybe finish his warm-ups, and then Pratt will come out to pull the pitcher? Or is Pratt going to get at least one more batter with 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning? Again, the only out of this inning was a sacrifice bunt on a close play over at first base. Conversation on the mound done. Oman walks back, as does Ratfield behind the plate. Avery Neves is 0 for 2, a pop out and reaching on an error. 0 for 2 in a high stakes at bat here. O'Hara good speed on third. Jackson good speed on second. Ruscio on first. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch in from righty to righty. Swung on down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases for Neves. Ruscio running hard and given the green light. The relay throw home is cut off, and now there is a jam that ends up with it just being a double. Oh my goodness. A 2 RBI double, and it's 3-2. This game nearly tied in one swing of the bat, as you got to think Bustamante will come in now. Range Riders nearly got another free out on that one on a broken down running situation, man. Oh, Ratfield did not field that cleanly on the relay home, and it probably would have been safe from Ruscio. Infield in right now, and Todd Pratt has given one more batter to Davis Pratt. Sky high fly down the right field line. It's out of play. So it's a 2 RBI double. Score goes to 3-2. As things have turned in this bottom of the 6th inning. Range Riders led 3-0 into the frame. A bases loaded double brings 2 across. O'Hara and Jackson score. Neves, the go-ahead run, is on second. The infield is in. This one hit by Logan Meyer up the middle, and Boise will have the lead. The Range Riders have completely imploded here in this 6th inning. 4-3, Boise on top. And Bustamante waiting in the bullpen can do nothing about it. Squaring a bunt now, pulling it back is Quevedo. Quevedo has really struggled this season with the bat, so a bunt is not the worst option here for Roy Quevedo. 4-3, Range Riders had the lead. Now they've lost it. 1-0, 1-out pitch. That one called a ball up and away. I think where this inning was really lost was that Ruscio walk with 2 outs. Can't load it up there. And then clearly after the mound visit, the double on the first pitch, the single on the second pitch, then to Meyer. This one in the zone. It is 2-1. It's been a abnormally large strike zone for much of this game. It's tightened up here where none of those 50-50 calls have gone the Range Riders' way. Of course, most of them truly balls, but the Range Riders' bats have been recipients of quite a bit of, unfortunately, missed calls by the home plate umpire, and now count goes to 2-2 on Quevedo. 2-2, 1 out pitch. Runner on first and Meyer. Pratt coming home. Swing and a miss. Quevedo gives the Range Riders a crucial second out of the inning. Jake Sisto now stepping up. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Sisto 0 for 2 today. 2 groundouts. Upstairs on the first pitch. Count goes to 1-0. The 1-0, 2-out pitch. Hit foul. Count goes to 1-1. Ball upstairs. It's 2-1 on Sisto. Two-one, 2-out pitch. Popped it up. Garner working over in foul territory. Still working, and it falls. And that is a good epitome of the inning. Overran it, landed right next to him, and this dreadful frame continues for the Range Riders. Started off with a hard-hit single by O'Hara, then Jackson with a single, a sacrifice bunt that maybe was safe over at first. Then a bases loaded, or a walk to load the bases, a double, a single, and a strikeout in this frame. The 2-2 2-out pitch into Sisto. He did not go. Count goes to 3-2. Three-two, 2-out pitch. Runner will be going on the pitch. And it is ball 4, and another walk issued. As Todd Pratt will come out and make the change. We only got 7 innings of baseball today, so we have time for a commercial break. We'll take a commercial break as the Range Riders now trail this contest 4-3. Welcome back. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs, 2 on right now. And the Range Riders, after leading 3-0 the majority of this game, are now trailing by a score of 4-3. Two outs, bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch in from the new pitcher, Range Riders Alex Bustamante, a 2.67 ERA for Busto. First pitch in to John Pyle, swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-1. There was a moment where I thought he might have come in if he was ready to go with the bases loaded and 1 out in a 3-0 game at that point. The following play was a 2 RBI double. And the play after that was the 2 RBI single that gave Boise the lead. As this one hit through the left side, green light to send the runner home. The throw will be delivered off target, and now they got a pickle for out number 3. So a run does score. It is 5-3 Boise, and we head to the 7th. Range Riders need 2 runs before they get 3 outs. Don't touch that dial. So take a look back at the RBI single by John Pyle, and Sisto getting thrown out at the bases after the run was scored by Meyer.
Yeah, you are. It's going to be amazing. Go get some ice cream or gelato. See, I'm making you spend money and I'm not even
Welcome back in. Glacier Range Riders with a 5-3 deficit right now, needing a rally here in the top of the 7th inning. The pitch clock violation starts it off for Ryan Dusang, and then a called strike. Count goes to 1-1 at Dusang. A 7.36 ERA coming out for his 7th save attempt of the year. No one called a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. Range Riders saw Dusang on Tuesday. And as this one misses down low, and the count goes to 2-2. Range Riders had a lot of success against him. This is a fascinating choice. I know he's the closer as far as the stats go, but the Range Riders did total 3 runs against him on Tuesday's game, as that one misses inside and the count goes full on Jacob Steele. Leadoff base runner can do so much for a team chasing a deficit. The 3-2 pitch home. This one tapped foul. The ball was below the zone. Would have been ball 4. If Desang would have held back, if Steele would have held back on it. This one towards center field. Will it fall? Yes, it will. Leadoff base runner for the Glacier Range Riders. Desang came in and allowed a home run versus Steele in the top of the 4th inning on Tuesday's game. Tying run now at the plate, and Logan Beard. Beard against Desang. I thought there was a challenge just made there, but apparently he was just asking his catcher about a challenge. The 1-0 pitch almost hit Logan Beard. Count goes to 2-0. He got Logan Beard to ground out over to short. That right now would be disastrous for the Range Riders because it would likely be a double play. The 2-0 no out pitch in the zone. It's 2-1. Both teams have a challenge. The 2-1. Three balls and 1 strike. And it's ball 4. Desang walked Beard as well on Tuesday. He also had a bases loaded walk to Donovan Ratfield. Conversation coming on the mound immediately because the tying run's over on first base. Do we get a pinch runner for Logan Beard? I'm looking at the Range Riders roster right now, and they used Drew Collins. Maybe Caps, but Caps doesn't have crazy stolen base numbers. I wouldn't expect he's a lot faster than Logan Beard. First and second, nobody out, with Ashworth up at the plate, who's a very good bunter. I expect the possibility for a sacrifice bunt here. Then you're giving yourself at least 2 batters with Ratfield and Millen to be able to possibly cross the game-tying run. First pitch into Ashworth, who does drop down a bunt. It's down the third base line, and it will roll just foul. Count goes to 0-1. Ashworth, 14-game on-base streak at risk right now. 0-1, no outs. Can Ashworth drop down a successful sac bunt in a clutch moment? The 0-1. Ball inside. And low. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Top of the 7th, Range Riders down to their final 3 outs. Again, pulling it back. The throw back to second. It's safe back there at second. It was close. And Persky's coming out to have another conversation. Persky, of course, went viral earlier this year for his ejection that he had where he was standing in a trash can. As you look back at this one, it looks safe back there. You can't see for sure in that angle, but you can see Persky right now. He's just upset with it. That would have been about the most painful thing to happen. As Persky listens to the explanation, but to me it's fairly obvious that that was safe. Looking at the replay, it was not an obvious out, that's for sure. Take a look back at it one more time, and you see this look from this third base camera here. And again, you just, you can't see that the tag was even applied. Like, that's what I'm looking at, the glove there. Yes, the ball beat him in, and yes, the crowd wanted the out, but according to what we saw there, it had no clear indication it's an out at second base. Persky knows how big that was, and he also knows how big ball four would be here because you load him up. For the heart of this range rider order, you are asking for trouble. The 3-1 pitch in. Drop down. Throw to first. It skips in there, and it is just in time. Jackson makes a great play over at first base on a not so great throw from Dusang, who's clearly thinking about the struggles he's having on the mound. Tying run to second for the Glacier Range Riders. They have a chance. And now a new pitcher comes in for the Boise Hawks. This will be the day as Donovan Ratfield. Dusang is frustrated, but you just can't ask to stay out there any longer with how he's struggled against the Range Riders this series. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it's a 1-out, 2-on scenario for the Range Riders catcher Donovan Ratfield. We'll be right back.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have. We're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group, and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too, and we like to win.
At Johns Manville, what we build starts with who we are. We are people champions, listening first, putting customers and teams at the center of every decision. We're driven by passion, always going the extra mile, always pushing ideas further. We perform, setting higher standards, delivering stronger results, and creating lasting value. And we protect our people, our customers, and the world around us, today and for generations to come.
Welcome back in. It is a tight contest here as Zan Rose steps out. Rose had a lot of success against the Range Riders yesterday, and now he inherits a very close contest. Rose had 2 shutout innings last night, and now he will step up. A base knock likely ties this game. First pitch inside, and the count goes to 1-0. You just knew there was more twists in this one. A former teammate of Range Rider relief pitcher Lance Wade. Count goes to 1-0 on Donnie Rat. Tying run on second base for the Glacier Range Riders. Rose played at Winnipeg and had a 5.66 ERA last year. The year before, he was at Winthrop, where he had a 3.41 clip. This year, he's at a 6.29 ERA. This is his 30th appearance, and he has 9 saves. Scrapes a piece of it. It's a foul ball. Range Riders really would love to at least put one into play here. Donovan Ratfield 0 for 2 on the night, does have himself a walk. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Steele on third, Beard on second. Zan Rose on the mound. The pitch in. Outside, way outside, uncompetitive on that one. Millen waits on deck. You might have a chance as well. Question is, will it be a chance to do more than just tie it, or will he just be trying to step up there and at least get a base knock to tie it? The 2-2. 1 out pitch. This one hit over to second base, and the tying run will now be at third on the RBI ground out from Donovan Ratfield. Hit it hard at 105, but the way this second half has gone for the Range Riders, doesn't matter how hard they hit it. Most of the time, it's finding defenders. Now Millen has an opportunity with the game on the line. Range Riders down to their last out here in this 7-inning game 1 of a doubleheader. 2 ground outs and a fly out for Millen. And the first pitch is called a strike. Count goes to 0-1. 0-1, 2 outs, top of the 7th. The pitch in. Ooh, challenge, and it's a good one. Finally, this umpire gets called out for the egregiously large strike zone that he's presenting. Count goes to 1-1. This has been a very, very abysmal strike zone all day. And both teams have challenged the wrong ones until finally Millen, with his back against the wall, gets a correct challenge. The 1-1, 2 out pitch. Swing and a miss. That one offered at the top of the zone. The Range Riders are down to their last strike. The tying run 90 feet away. Jake Millen at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Beard on third. Millen takes the time. In a game that I started off talking about how the Range Riders have played a lot of games separated by 5 runs or more. Here they are. 12 games decided by 1 run this season. They've lost 7 of those 12. They're trying to avoid a 13th 1-run loss on the year. The 1-2, 2 out pitch into Jake Millen. Swing and a miss. Millen punched out to finish it. And Boise takes game 1 of this doubleheader. Range Riders fall by a score of 5-4. I'll quickly finish up this recap for you as the Range Riders get 1 run but no more here in the top of the 7th. The winning pitcher will be Cone, as his offense took the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. He went 6 innings, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. It is the loss going to Davis Pratt, allowing 5 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning. The save will end up with Rose going 2/3 of an inning himself. Final score, once again, Boise 5, Glacier 4. We'll take a look around the league real quick and tell you where everybody's at. And again, we're going to be back in about 30 to 40 minutes for game 2. So do not worry about if you're listening on the radio. We're not even going to cut it. We're just going to go on mute basically for about 30 to 40 minutes. If you're watching on video, we will be on a separate stream. If you're watching on YouTube especially, we'll be on a separate stream. So check out the Game 2 stream for today's contest to watch Game 2. You can't just wait around on this one. This one will wrap up, and then you can watch Game 2 in about a half hour. Scores from around the league right now: Great Falls leading Missoula 3-2. Long Beach leading Ogden 4-2. Billings up on Idaho Falls 5-1. And yet to begin is Red Pocket Oakland and Yuba Modesto. Once again, final score: Range Riders 4, Boise 5, as Glacier falls on the season in this second half now. They are continuing their rough start to the second half with a record right now of 4-11. We'll be right back in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so. I'll give you the updated start time. It'll be in the comments of the Game 2 video as soon as we hear it. Range Riders losing this one. Final score, Boise 5, Glacier 4. We'll be right back in about a half hour for Game 2.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have. We're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
At Johns Manville, what we build starts with who we are. We are people champions, listening first, putting customers and teams at the center of every decision. We're driven by passion, always going the extra mile, always pushing ideas further. We perform, setting higher standards, delivering stronger results, and creating lasting value. And we protect our people, our customers, and the world around us, today and for generations to come.
Mr.